go.
Crash and flow.
Okay, we're back.
So if you didn't catch the end of the last podcast, there was a cliffhanger.
There's a cliffhanger. We had this idea that we wanted to go through the list of smallest budget movies that had a big splash.
Yeah, that's where we're gonna start.
You know.
Who knows where it goes?
So we're
It
gonna
might go anywhere.
We're gonna jump right into that, and let's have a look at this. Okay, number 1 on the list. This one is a big one. This one everyone knows. The Blair Witch Project.
Man, that movie was huge.
Huge.
When that hot minute when you didn't realize if it was real or not,
Yeah.
and then you just realized, oh, it's just a bunch of white kids with cameras, dude.
Bro.
Still, like that was fun. Fun ride.
The budget?
Yeah,
60,000.
60,000.
How much do you think it made worldwide?
I don't know. Probably over 200 million.
248 million worldwide.
Wow,
That's crazy. 140.
that's the best.
Yeah. That's one of the
turnover
best
of all
ones,
time. Yep, I would say so. Blair Witch Project
yeah. Juno.
with Ellen Page. Now I'm talking about a pregnant woman calling her Elliot Page.
Yeah. Yeah, Juno.
And I'll say this, Elliot, nice six pack. I don't know how you did it.
It's fake.
Is it?
Yeah, it's fake.
It's under?
Yeah, it's fake.
Oh, you put stuff in that?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
come on.
It's,
Just
it's
take...
100% fake.
Just do
It's been
drugs.
broken down by More Plates, More Dates.
Nice. That guy knows
That guy
his,
knows his
his
shit.
randomness.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Little Miss Sunshine. I freaking love this movie.
Juno also had a bunch of people in it, which is weird that it was so... Because it had Jason Bateman, Jennifer Garner, Juno, and Homeboy from Brampton. Michael Cera.
Oh, Michael Cera. Michael Cera's from Brampton?
Michael Cera's from Brampton,
Holy
baby.
shit, I had no idea.
Bro, Michael Cera's from Brampton.
Damn, all right.
Born and raised.
That's cool. Annabelle. No one's watching this. That's
No.
too scary. I'm just moving along.
I don't want to watch dolls.
My Big Fat Greek Wedding.
I saw this. This was fun.
It wasn't?
Yeah, it was lots of fun.
All right.
5 million
5
made.
million?
Whoa.
368 million. Respect.
Back in whatever that year was.
2002.
When money didn't mean anything. That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money. Rocky.
Dang, good for Sylvester. We got to do a future podcast just breaking down Sylvester Stallone's.
Bro,
and
you know what? I haven't watched many Sylvester Stallone movies. I got to go back and actually watch some.
it's not the movie thing. It's that he friggin' wrote this thing and he kept taking it to the studio.
No one wanted it.
No, they kept offering him more and more and more money, but only if he's not Rocky.
Oh, yeah.
And he ended up like doing it for like almost no money, but he was Rocky.
Right.
And they were like offering him what was equivalent of like, a lot of money today.
So his budget was $1 million,
Mm.
and he brought in 225 million.
Yeah. I thought it would be, but that's also in whatever year this is. This is way back in the day.
So since the movie's release in 1976,
76.
right, the franchise has hauled in 1.9 billion.
1.9 billion.
Dude,
Rocker.
Saw.
This was a franchise, man.
Yeah, makes sense.
They just kept making them every
Makes
Halloween.
sense, dude. Let's see what their budget was. Making, so the budget was 1.2 million because essentially it's just one torture
Right.
chamber. Like especially the first one. The first one was in one room the entire time.
Right.
And they made 103 million worldwide.
Saw.
Saw, that was crazy. I did not watch this movie. This has been on my list.
I've seen this, and it made me sad, but it's a good movie. Moonlight.
Moonlight. All right, moving on. Friday the 13th. A lot of horror movies
I
I'm
don't like
noticing.
this. Yeah, I don't like Friday the 13th. I don't like sad movies. I don't like scary movies. I'm a
Yeah.
child.
So they, yeah. So anyway, for those people who are listening who might be interested in Friday the 13th, because I know it's a big one. A film that only made 550,000 ended up capturing an audience and grossed 59 million worldwide.
Okay.
Damn.
That's a classic.
Yeah.
Freddy Krueger.
Yeah. Mad Max, the originals. This is not Fury Road. Or did they call that?
Man, who's that?
That's Mel Gibson, baby.
No, that's not Mel Gibson, dude. Mel Gibson has a butt chin. That's not Mel Gibson.
I'm pretty sure that's young Mel Gibson.
Oh, I'm looking at this guy. Is that also Mel Gibson?
I feel like it might be.
Now,
maybe-
since I see him here, I think you might be
Yeah,
right.
I think that's Mel Gibson. Bro.
His chin came out, as he got older. 'Cause
Yeah,
that's not even a weird chin.
I guess he grew it later.
Weird.
So they made 350 million. It said in the future, calls the film made 100 million worldwide.
Wow.
Dude.
When did this
amazing.
come out?
That would be in 1979.
Wow, dude.
Fury Road is a fantastic movie, though. Eh?
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
So good.
It's so interesting. This came out right before like Star Wars and Godfather
Yeah,
and stuff. Very
yeah.
cool.
Split.
What do you think of Split? Yeah.
I loved it.
Nice.
Okay, because here's the deal. M. Night Shyamalan.
Mm-hmm.
We want to love him. I was in his corner. and then he just made too much bullshit.
Mhm.
It wasn't good. I feel like this was one of the first ones where he kind of turned it around a little bit.
Yeah.
This movie was good.
Yeah.
This movie was good.
This dude was in a slump. I think something happened to your camera. Oh,
I think it's still going.
all right, cool.
Yeah, okay.
I think this guy was in a slump and he needed this movie.
He needed
and
this
this was
bad.
a
He needed this bad. So it was the budget was 9 million, and it brought in 278 million worldwide.
wow.
Man, that's gotta feel great, eh?
Yeah.
You know,
He needed. That's when
Yeah, that's-
you're like,
he needed
they
that.
thought I heard this podcast.
Star Wars, the first one, apparently. Good lord, dude. Let's see. I don't know where it's not showing the budget, the amount of budget. Just saying that it was a small budget, I guess.
Yeah, it just says it made 775 million in the
I guess
early 80s.
compared to whatever budget it could be in the 80s, if it
That's
made
true.
that much, it's insane.
Yeah, I do agree with you.
Okay, Halloween, man, they really
He's- yeah.
300,000, which created for around 300,000, and they made 70 million. Lost in translation. Did you watch this one?
I did actually.
Yeah.
It was directed by Sofia Ford Coppola.
Coppola. Yeah. All right. Well, did great. 118 million worldwide with a budget of 4 million, dude.
44 million. That's a lot of money.
Im-
Oh no, that's okay.
Grim humor to have made for 4 million.
Oh yeah, you're right. It's 4 million.
Yeah. Except these guys. I mean, she wasn't that big of a star back then. It was just this dude. And this guy seems like sometimes he's just doing a movie to do a movie. Bill
I
Murray.
wonder. Yeah.
You know,
That's
I think he's really real relaxed. Pulp Fiction.
they just wanted to do a Tarantino movie. They were like, fine, we'll
They
do
gotta
it.
throw it. No, I don't know, man. $8 million budget for him to pull in 13 million.
You know, all those things that you like.
Respect.
This movie, like just writing and all of that,
Yeah, it just
also
also
not a single explosion.
Quentin Tarantino's script writing is on another level.
I saw him coming down the stairs, and this black lady like say N-word.
Yeah, yeah,
and he's
yeah.
just like, I get this every. You can tell by his face, he gets this all the time. He sees a black person. They're like, say N-word now.
So what I don't get is that. So listen, it's true his movies have the N-word a lot,
Yeah,
but it also features black dudes.
but it's
On-
also him saying it sometimes. It's not that he wrote it for someone else. He's like, you know what? No one will say it, and I'll come out and say it.
No, everyone's saying it in his movies. He's not
I
the
know.
only one who's saying it
But-
in his movies.
yeah, it's
and in
true.
his movies is centered specifically around black dudes that are winning. They're all in power positions.
I saw this movie recently, and you can tell that black folks are definitely in the power position in this one specifically.
Yeah.
Right?
yeah.
There's no other white dude that says the N-word other than Quentin Tarantino. I don't know. It's fun.
Django is amazing.
Django was great. Hey, man, you can be, do some weird stuff and still make a good movie. There's so much of that in Hollywood. I'm not saying, you need to hate the guy, but it
Yeah.
is every now and then it's just like, like, I don't know. It's funny. I don't have strong judgment on it, but I saw that movie recently and I was just like, you could have handled this whole situation slightly differently. Let anybody else say it but you, but,
I mean, he's playing a white guy who's a racist in his movie.
I guess he's not racist. Those are his friends. Like he's very respectful to everybody in that situation.
Yeah, no, I'm saying
just
no,
trying
but
to make
the
a point,
movie.
though.
The movie is a period piece,
Yeah.
and he happens to play a white character
Mm.
in that, so he's gonna say it. I don't see an issue.
I know. You know what it is? People don't like Quentin Tarantino or white dudes saying the N-word in the 80s. Because I
Yeah.
think the movie's in the 80s, right? That's like
I don't know. I think they have a problem with even Django, but I don't get it.
Django, I'm like, hey, that's a slave owner, right? Like,
Yeah.
what do you want him to say? African American? Like, that would be so weird.
Yeah.
But Tarantino, man.
I freaking love him.
And then he was like, you know what? I'm going to do it 3 more times.
I'm gonna say it even more.
Yeah, I'm going to really
I'm gonna
drive
say
this
it.
thing in.
I'm gonna say it as much as I can.
I'm going to make the movies even better and say it even more and see what you guys do then.
Yeah, as a director, I think he's fantastic. As a scriptwriter, I think he's amazing. I just don't like his current stance on Palestine.
Yeah. We'll pray for him.
We'll pray for him.
Inshallah.
We'll pray for him. You know what would be crazy if he just because he wants to do only 10 movies, right?
You know what? People say that
Then
and
he's then he's gonna hang it up.
maybe. Yeah,
So
he
it'd
could.
be crazy if he did like an 11th movie and it was like Django, except the main character is a Palestinian just going around
know.
killing Zionists.
Yeah.
That would be
It's the
crazy.
Inglorious Bastards.
Yeah,
but the other one.
Inglorious Bastards, but
This is how you get This is how you get a whole podcast canceled. But yeah, that would be a movie Tarantino specifically would be able to execute on.
Yeah. Oh man, I can't wait. I mean, you know, he's done it before, and now
yeah.
you just gotta wait until like tides shift and things like this, and he
Right.
pulls out an 11th movie.
Right.
That'd be fantastic. Napoleon Dynamite.
Napoleon Dynamite.
It's a weird ass movie, bro.
I saw it's very strange.
Yeah,
You know,
strange movie.
it's a whole movie made of scenes you can throw away.
Yeah.
I was like, there's been 4 throwaway scenes in a row. This movie is crazy.
400,000
Wow.
budget, 46 million.
Yeah, nobody's.
That's amazing. Get Out. It's
Really?
great movie.
Mm.
Great movie. Budget was 4.5 million, and it made over 255 million.
Yeah, this movie was fantastic.
It had a good concept too.
Right.
Like it's really really unique.
That was one of them. Like, oh, my heart rate is up. This is a good movie.
Super Size Me.
This guy died.
It's a
recently, right?
documentary. How can a documentary be part of like this list?
Maybe it grows that much because it's just him in a car eating burgers for 30 days, right? It's
Yeah.
pretty low budget.
Okay, so 22 million he made, and the budget was, can you see it? 65,000.
65 sounds seems more than
A
it
little
should
bit more,
be.
yeah. Donnie Darko.
Oh,
I tried
interesting.
watching this movie, couldn't get through it.
Really?
Too weird.
It's definitely weird as
The
heck.
the bunny with the face thing,
Yeah.
kind of just
It's a fantastic movie. Cool
Yeah.
ending.
yeah.
And then there's an ending after the ending.
Oh, is there? Where?
Dude.
Like after the credits?
After the credits. It's dark.
Yeah.
It's super dark. I don't even think they'd allow that kind of stuff on TV.
Okay, maybe I will watch it. 4.5 million was the budget, and they put in 7.5 million worldwide. That's doesn't seem crazy. American Psycho.
Fantastic movie.
Dude, this was good.
One of the best movies at a certain time.
You know, someone asked him, Christian Bale, like, you know, how did you model the character of what's the guy's name? The main guy. I mean, what's his character's name?
American Psycho.
Anyway, Mr. American Psycho, and he said that he modeled it after. Get this, Tom Cruise. Not Tom Cruise in a movie. Tom Cruise in real life.
In real life. That's hilarious.
Because he felt like Tom Cruise just had, you know, like happy face and happy exterior, but
Right,
his
like,
eyes
hi.
is dead,
Yeah.
right? And that's who he modeled
That's
it
so
after.
funny.
That is crazy.
That's so accurate. Like you can totally see that as well.
That answer made sure that he was never going to be in a movie
In a
with
Tom
Tom
Cruise
Cruise.
movie.
Yeah.
I think Tom Cruise would also, knowing the type of person he is, would take that as a compliment.
Yeah.
He's like, thank you.
Yeah, that's true, right?
I try real hard actually.
Yeah, that's true. He loves, if there's anyone who loves the game,
Right.
it's freaking Tom Cruise.
Yeah, he's like, play the game.
Yeah.
You know
game
what? I used to
game.
dislike Stephen A. And recently I heard him. Somebody asked him, like, why are you the way you are?
Mhm.
He's like, because I don't want to have an illustrious career where I get underpaid. Market yourself. And I was like, all right, Stephen A. I can see why you're yelling all the time.
I love it. Do we have a budget versus not? Okay, 7 million, and it grossed 34 million. And let's not forget it. This is a rated hard R.
I'm
movie.
sure like over time it's grossed way more than 34. That seems like nothing. That's a classic.
Yeah.
But good list. Is that the whole thing?
That's the whole thing.
Not bad.
Yeah, let's see if we can get an alternate list. I just want to see if they got another one. There's this must see, low budget.
Collider, Rap Book. I love these websites. Den in the Geek, Den of Geeks.
You want to go to Den of Geeks?
No, I
That's 50. I can't go. We can't go through
no,
50.
no.
All right, let's see if we can get
Slackers.
movies that we actually know. Let's go. El
Mariachi.
Mariachi. Oh yeah, this was well known. Robert Rodriguez is actually he's a very scrappy director.
I'm scrappy. I'm a director.
Yeah, so he can make something out of nothing. Bro, check out that budget. 7,000.
Wow.
Earned 2 million.
7,000. Dude.
That's insane. For
Just
him to
put a
make that.
couple of paychecks together.
Yeah. Clerks.
Clerks, right?
Yeah, that makes sense. Racerhead.
Is that
Never watched it.
who is? I don't know. Okay.
I have no idea.
Paranormal Activity. This was huge.
$15,000 budget. It raked in $193 million.
It got every high school and college students. I'll say.
God, dude. I remember the first time I watched this movie.
Yeah.
It was something.
Right.
That one part where she gets pulled off of the bed
Yeah.
And
That's
her-
all you needed.
and her thigh slaps against the ground,
All right.
and then there's a pause before she gets pulled.
Yeah.
That was it.
Yeah.
That made the movie. It was so scary, dude.
Right.
Such a great concept. Way to go with them.
And then they made 7 more.
Yeah,
Apparently, they
because
paid
it's
these people like nothing.
They
They're
really
like,
did. Yeah.
here's 5,000 for you and
Yeah.
5,000 for you.
Yeah. Well, how do they know that they can like, hey, just give me 1% off the top?
Right.
You know?
I mean, if somebody asked for 1% off the top, I would be like, do you know who you are? You're. I can get 7 of you at Walmart. The Brothers McMullen. Get out of here,
Yeah,
Brothers
just
McMullen.
moving on.
Night of the Living Dead. That's a classic.
That's it, dude. Some of these movies, I feel like you know what the
You want to do the opposite? You want to see the highest costing, lowest grossing movie?
yeah.
These are the most biggest failures of all time.
Movie flops with the biggest
Budgets. Dang. This is some career ending stuff, I'm sure.
All right, let's see if we can get let's just do recent. Oh, okay. So I was reading about this, right? So Furiosa Mad Mad Max, the newest Mad Max movie, Furiosa,
Yeah.
it's a flop.
No way.
But it's not a flop for the reasons why that would make sense. It's actually a good movie. It's that people are all just so tired of what they thought the movie might be. Basically, so Mad Max has always been a male character, right? And now they're doing the head the main character is a female, and so it would seem that a lot of viewers or would-be viewers or fans for Mad Max, they were like, "Oh, you're just gonna make another girl boss movie. We're not gonna watch this shit anymore. We're done with this." And so what happened was it's gotten to a point now where there is an expectation that that's what they're going to be force-fed, and people are now actively not watching these movies. And what's sad is that this movie's actually good and well executed.
Right.
Even like the more staunch, terminally online guys that talk about movies, they're like, no, this is a good movie.
Right.
It's just that it got
Because you
to
could do it well.
it just got to a breaking point,
Yeah.
and people just don't even want to show up. And that's a sad
Yeah,
thing. But
that's
it
a
was
sad
bound to
thing.
happen. It was bound to happen.
I mean, I guess.
Okay.
Of course, people don't. But I mean, once somebody tells you it's good, you should go watch it.
Yeah, it might have a correction later on,
Yeah.
but there is no movies don't have a second win the way how they used to,
So interesting, but yeah, very true.
because there's no DVD release.
The way I was before is if somebody could tell me after 2 weeks, this is good, I'd definitely go check it out. Now I'm just like, also we're older and have shit to do.
Yeah. Okay, so
there is no DVD release.
so the
Yes, you're
budget
right.
was 168 million.
And they grossed 160 million. dude.
Yeah. Yeah, so nominal 75 and then adjusted for inflation, well, whatever. Okay, so The Flash, 200 million, only made 271 million.
I was hoping these are bigger, losses, but yeah, let's continue.
I think this is including the weird calculus they do.
I think I think the best list would be organized by that, not time. You want to see the most expensive, least grossing movie, not the most recent movie.
I think it still works the same way. So Indiana Jones, The Dial of Destiny, 2023.
So this is not a good. I think this is Wikipedia, right?
Yeah.
You want to see the highest costing, lowest money making, right? The biggest delta.
I understand what you're saying, but I think that this is kind of this is a failure. Like making.
Well, these are some good failures. They're not that bad.
Well, the thing is that if you only made 84 million off of your budget of 300, you're expecting with
true.
a budget with 300 million, you're expecting like $1 billion.
I thought something like Cowboys and Aliens would lose. They're like, hey, we can't. We had to sell everything. I thought some of those would make very little money.
Yeah. But Indiana Jones should have made way more than that. But there's no reason for the movie itself to have a budget of 300 million.
Right.
Right. The Marvels.
You watched it?
No, I did not.
I watched the first 10 minutes. I had to walk out.
Yep.
I had something to do, and it didn't seem.
Yeah,
like it.
you had to go poop or something.
John Carter.
John Carter.
I watched it twice.
Was a
Really,
legendary.
it's very bad.
A legendary bomb.
It's so bad that you go in there with the lowest expectations. You're like, you know what?
Still.
I get it.
Okay.
It's not. It doesn't become good, but you're
Yeah.
like, I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is bad.
Yeah.
But they pause gravity and jump around. There's
Yeah.
some stuff happening.
47 Ronin.
Yeah, friggin' our friend Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, can't act. 225 million, only made 151 million. That's a significant no go.
Battleship Rihanna.
Transformers last night.
Yep.
I get it.
The Flash. Wish. Wish was a freaking animated movie.
Yeah, it's just too much, man. You're making shit.
How much money?
Lightyear.
Wow. It's 200,000.
Yo, Pixar has no like where Pixar was.
Mm.
There should not be. Do you want to know? Do you want to know what's the differential between? Actually, no. It was really expensive the first one because no one had the technology.
Right.
You know, like for like 5 minutes, it took like 3 days to render.
Yeah, I remember that those times.
Yeah,
and
so-
now it's just like I can just tell this computer to do it, and I didn't even need
Yeah,
any.
it's gonna do it. Yeah, Lightyear was absolutely shit for sure.
Mulan.
Jungle, Mulan, and this is wait. Listen,
Yeah,
that's Mulan
live action.
live action, not the OG. The OG made money.
Let's get down to business. Tenet.
See, I think Tenet was just too complex for people.
Is that expensive?
Fantastic movie,
Wow.
bro. Christopher Nolan
All right.
actually drove a freaking Boeing into a warehouse for him to get that shot.
Sometimes you got to do stuff, bro. Sometimes you got to drive things into things. Wonder Woman,
Yeah, not surprised.
Green Lantern, so many
Dark
superhero
Phoenix.
movies.
Yeah, because they've made shit movies, bro.
The Good Dinosaur,
Terminator Dark Fate.
The
Again.
Mummy. Hold on, The Mummy.
This is the 2017
Oh,
one,
okay,
bro.
so Tom Cruise is. I thought
Cruise,
they were
yeah.
talking about Brendan Fraser's.
Yeah, no, it's not talking about that. Black
Black
Adam, Matrix Resurrections. Don't make this movie.
This was really bad.
Really bad, bro.
I feel bad for everybody in this movie. They're like,
Everyone-
we're gonna be in the new Matrix, and then
Yeah, Tomorrowland. Suicide Squad. Blade 2049. Again, another movie. I think it's absolutely amazing. I think this movie's great. I
how
think
long
just
is
people
this
didn't
list?
get it.
I just realized we're like,
We're not gonna go through all of it.
okay,
Yeah, we're not gonna do it.
all right, people, we're not gonna go through all
We're
of
not
it.
gonna
We're
do
just we're gonna highlight some,
Ghost in the Shell.
interesting. Yeah, I've
Yeah,
seen that.
the anime is actually fantastic.
always.
This movie here is one of those that always it just tickled my fancy, bro. It was just good for me.
Dune Light.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's so good. It's by Luc Besson. Yeah, Luc Besson.
Luc
Freaking
Besson?
love that director.
Luc Besson.
It's such a vibe. That was a fun. Doolittle.
Sahara. That's a fantastic movie.
This is the all right guy.
Yeah, it's Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah, that movie's fun, dude.
Yeah.
Some of these movies, I'm telling you, like some of these the movies deserve a second win somehow.
Right. You know, I completely agree. I don't know how that would happen, but there should be like a, hey, there's these $5 movie theaters, and you know
yeah,
what?
I was exactly thinking the
You
same
can
thing.
revisit. Literally, like 10 years ago, whatever. You know, like they should just do the best of a summer per month.
Mm-hmm.
You get through here. We're gonna start at 79, right?
Yeah.
And we're gonna this week is the action movies, this week is the horror movies, and this week is the the
Yeah.
best movies,
Yeah.
whatever.
Just come on, hang out.
And you just run every month. You run, you go. You're like, dude, I love going Mondays.
yeah. Yeah, that would be cool, man. There's
Yeah.
like some of this stuff like some of this we got to stop enjoying our nostalgia through our phones.
Mm-hmm. You're right.
I think we need to be a community again
Yeah.
and then go out meet some other people.
I want a
watch some
car
stuff.
with a vinyl
Final dashboard.
dashboard. I want to put on a old timey, dude. That would be a status symbol. You put a vinyl disc. It's not a disc. Record. Vinyl record.
Oh, that's what
Right?
you meant. I don't
Yeah,
think they ever
big-ass
did that,
record.
bro.
Bro, that's what they need.
That was
to
like
do.
an 8-track. Remember
Yeah.
the 8-track?
My next car is not gonna have a, but my current car has a cassette player.
Yeah.
I've never had a car without a cassette player in my life.
Really?
In my entire life, I've never had a car without a cassette.
So
player.
all your cars you've owned up until this point
right now
has
yeah.
had a
a
cassette.
player.
Yeah. Your next one won't. I mean, it doesn't have to be. Your next one could also still have
Maybe
it.
I should get one. I'm like, give this Tesla a cassette player. I'm gonna
Ooh,
spend.
were you gonna get a Tesla?
We were looking at them, but no, I don't think.
Yeah, I can't co-sign that. If you're gonna do anything, if you're gonna do something right for the environment
Right.
and then potential for the environment, for the human suffering, for all of those things, then the best balance and bang for your buck
Mhm.
is a hybrid.
I thought you were gonna say a horse. You gotta buy a horse. That way, it's only one soul, and he's out.
Yeah.
He's out and about. You're riding him.
Plus, you
make a friend.
I wonder how long it would take.
For-
How much faster is a horse versus walking?
Oh, I think a horse is definitely substantially more fun. Like you definitely feel like you're
Dude,
above it.
you cannot text and ride a horse.
No, if I saw a horse galloping around Ontario, I would panic. It's scary to see a horse going full clip.
We saw them
Soundwax
in
aren't that
Iceland.
big.
In Iceland, they were herding their horses
All right.
from one farm to another, I guess, and they just ran through the highway. You had to pull over and let the horses by.
I had that with sheep.
I freaking love Iceland.
It
dude.
was like so many sheep, and I looked around and like, oh, there's no there's no herder.
Oh, there wasn't a. It was
Dude.
just them doing their thing.
Yeah, they're just like, oh, they just crossed this way.
They own the place, dude.
It's pretty cool. And then, do you see puffins all over the place?
No, man, we weren't in the area of puffins. You went to the north of the.
You just find them on the road. No, we didn't go to the north. We went to the south.
What are they doing there? I thought they were only north.
If the young ones hatch and they try to fly out, sometimes just end up on the road. You see them. It's kind of sad.
But I thought that. Do you know about the puffin throwing?
No. Why would you do that? Did you throw a puffin while you were there?
Yeah, you
Did you throw a puffin?
No, I didn't throw a puffin.
Okay.
I want to be part of it.
Do you think I could get a good spiral on a puffin?
So
You got to seam it like this.
So apparently, during the time when puffins are ready to leave the nest, there's some puffins that don't make it, right? They go in the wrong direction or something like this, right? So you can pick up the puffin and you can bring it to the cliff and then just chuck them off the cliff.
Wow.
Just give them a hand.
Wait, hold on. So if they're not gonna make it, you throw them off the cliff?
No, okay, hold on. I'm not explaining this properly.
I think you did. I like the idea of like if they're not gonna make it, you make a judgment call and you spiral this puffin. And if it starts flying, you know.
It's perfectly it's perfectly normal to see baby puffins thrown off cliffs. Okay.
Psychopaths.
So here, watching thousands of baby puffins being tossed off a cliff is perfectly normal for some people in Iceland's Westman Islands. The yearly tradition is known as the puffling season, and the practice is a crucial life-saving endeavor. The chicks of the Atlantic puffins, or pufflings, hatch in burrows on high sea cliffs. When they're ready to fledge, they fly from their colony and spread several years at sea until they return to land to breed, according to whatever. Okay. Pufflins have historically found the ocean by following the light of the moon, digital creator NPR says in a video, blah, blah, blah. However, now the city lights lead the birds astray. Okay. So Powers found out that puffin seasons while visiting to... I don't need to hear all of this extra NPR.
No, that's pretty interesting so far.
People were just running around the streets like into corners and sidewalks and stuff, frantically chasing things. Eventually, someone offered an explanation. I don't like this exposition. Okay, many residents of Westmere spend a few weeks in August and September collecting wayward pufflings that have crashed into the town after mistaking human lights for the moon. Releasing the fledglings at the cliff to the following day sets them on their correct path.
Super cool. Next time I go there, I'm throwing one. Even if it doesn't need the help, I'm like, I heard this on the internet.
Yeah, so you can throw pufflings over there.
Pretty cool, dude. You know those people have a good relationship with the birds if they throw them every now and then.
Yeah, I wonder if they remember. Probably don't. Although puffins didn't make our list of the dumbest animals, so maybe they're all right.
No, they didn't.
Maybe they're all right. How to prepare for a puffling season? I guess you could just show up during those 2 months.
Just work out and limber up and throw this puffling. Beautiful country.
Yeah,
island.
I would like to go back again.
Yeah, I want to go to the Faroe Islands. It's right by there.
I definitely do. A friend of mine I met him in Iceland. He was flying a drone.
Come on.
Right?
He's a friend of yours, bro.
Yeah.
Your friend. Come on. Tell us about Yuri.
And then we were both flying this like drones in the same area, and then we talked to each other, and then he was like, "Yeah, give me your information," so he could see what eventually I shot. So we left Iceland, and I saw on Instagram he went to the Faroe Islands, and he was getting fantastic shots, bro.
Bro, you ever go to Google Maps and put it in Faroe Islands and walk around Faroe Islands on Google Maps?
No, I haven't.
It's
Fun
beautiful.
times, eh?
It's almost like going there.
I wonder if there's a treadmill that has, Faroe Islands.
Oh, yeah. I know it definitely has Iceland because I've done that. Yeah. It's not the same. It's like seeing the pictures, but it's definitely not. You're like the cold. You need all of it.
Yeah,
you need the $8 coffee.
Yeah. There were bikers in Iceland
Mhm.
that were on the road at like 2 o'clock in the morning.
Dang. There's no lights in Iceland
It is dark
because the stupid pufflings are gonna start hitting the light with their head. But there's only reflectors. There's no lights.
Mm,
When it goes, we spent one night in a glass cube,
mhm.
and we were late getting there, and it started getting dark, and all of a sudden it was pitch black.
Yeah.
There's no moonlight, and our car has these, and you can't like we're high beam, but it's nothing. There's
Yeah.
nothing for it to hit.
It's just void.
it's
yeah.
just flat.
Yeah.
It's so creepy.
It is crazy.
Yeah, it's like if Alien was supposed to pop out here, nobody would. I mean, it's eating you.
Yeah. I don't think aliens will eat us.
No, I don't think
We're
that's their
so
move.
unhealthy.
They're like, dude, your babies, maybe, you know? We're not eating a 40-year-old
Yeah,
man,
you
brown man.
gotta eat them. You gotta eat them young.
Yeah, you gotta eat them young. That's what they say.
On this has been episode 452. Thank you for hanging with us. We'll be back in a week. Take care of yourselves. Good night. And don't eat babies. Unless they're chicks. No, you can't even eat that.
I mean, they do. It's called, that's not a quail. Quail's like a small bird. Somebody, roll it.